Well, here it is, party people. Now, I think I've streamed the original game on the channel. I was not. Make sure my Dark Souls 3 was downloading. Now, I was not a huge fan of the original game. And the reason why, I mean, it's no secret what happens in this game. And, you know, we know what happens to what character. I don't want to say anything because my wife is a huge fan of the series and I don't want her to hear me. But, how's it going, Jesse? Give me 1 second. I want to check the trophies really quick and see if this game is worth platinuming. How many trophies there are. There's only 26 trophies. Find all trading cards, find all coins, find all workbenches. Safe. Visit every location in downtown Seattle. Find all training manuals. Learn 25 player upgrades. Find all weapons. Find 12 workbenches. Craft every item. Upgrade a weapon. Learn a player upgrade. Find 5 trading cards. What is this? Put a hat on your companion. Win the marksmanship competition. Put my name up. So, it sounds like we might be platinuming collect all trophies. Okay, so we just may platinum this game. I'm feeling alright, just tired. I got about an hour. Alright. This is a long game, man. It's a long one. Oh, that's what I didn't put. I didn't put Naughty Dog in the, Alright.
I don't know what happened. I was supposed to take her to the Fireflies and walk away. You go halfway across the country with someone. She needed her immunity to mean something.
1 second, Jesse.
Maybe I was starting to buy into that old cure business. Maybe I just wanted to do right by her. And then we made it. We found the Firefly. Because of her, they were actually going to make a cure. The only catch, it would kill her. Sweet Jesus.
Doctor?
What are you doing?
Jesus Christ, Joe. What'd you do?
Saved him. Come on, baby girl. I got you. I got you.
Cover the exit. Don't let him get away.
Goddamn. That's so. That's a lot. Where's Ellie know?
I told her they just ran some tests. I told her her immunity meant nothing.
And she believed you?
Didn't say otherwise.
We should head back.
Okay. Probably not just, I've never even heard of that game, and I don't have a lot of time. If I had more time, maybe, but... Now, who are these three people? I mean, these are fresh kills right here. 63, 68. 63, 68 Logan Street. This shit looks like Pollock Pines.
It's okay. I got him. You go on.
You sure?
About what we were talking about earlier. Can't say I'd have done different. I'll take it to the grave if I have to.
I'll see you later. Whoa. Ellie?
Jesus.
So I kind of want to talk about something really quick. And I know that a lot of you... Now, the TV show and the game take place in two totally different time periods. Cell phones were never a thing in this game. I mean, there were probably some Saved by the Bell brick phones when this shit went down, because this happened like in the early 90s. So there were probably some like big brick cell phones, and some cars, like really expensive Beamers that lawyers and shit owned, had car phones. But as for the general public, cell phones weren't really a thing. Okay, so I mean, this game, let's see, it came out in like what, 2008. Okay, so I mean, dude, the events are like late 80s, early 90s. It came out in 2010, right? Something like that, 2008, between 2008 and 2000. So it happened. The events of the original story are like, if I can remember correctly, like either 88 or 98. And you know, things like cell phones and all that shit weren't. I think I saw my first cell phone when I was like 10 years old, 11 years old, like 94, 95, and it was a big flip phone, like a big old brick, like the size of this controller. And it was a brick, and the bottom of it flipped open, and you held it up to your ear like this, right? And no, not when it came out. The events of the story. The events of the story. So, The Last of Us came out in 2008. I'm not talking about when the game came out. I'm talking. Well, The Last of Us came out in like 2008 or 2009. So the events of the story started, and I think like somewhere in the early 90s, like the really late 80s or early 90s, because it was like 20 years that passed. Yeah, it was 20 years that passed, and cell phones weren't a thing. CD players were a thing, but they were big, and they were blocky and heavy, and they didn't work that good. Although CDs were of better quality, typically more wealthier people had them. the Discman just started coming out around like 94, 95, and becoming like mainstream and easily accessible for people to have. I think I got my first Sony Discman in like 96 or something like that, and they still were not that great. The cassette deck that she is rocking right there,
Just gave me a heart attack.
that's like a
Tried
late,
knocking, but
like a mid to late 80s cassette Walkman right there. That isn't some like 1996 Walkman. That Walkman was really popular in like the mid 80s, like 84, 85, 86. You know what I mean? So that tells you what time period the world stopped in. Now in the show, it's a little bit different. I think the events of the show started in like the early 2000s. And I think the story takes place in like 2024 or something like that. So I think it was like 2004 when the events of the story take place. And it's crazy to see, like, if they ran across the cell phone, even Joel would be like, what the hell is this? Like, he wouldn't even know what it is because it was so out of place and so uncommon that it wouldn't even have made sense. Like, he probably would have thought it was like a kid's toy or something like that.
Hey,
hey,
what's up, Joel?
Now, that boombox that she has in the back right there, that was really common for kids anywhere from like 8 to 14 to have. And if you were, or even like older teenagers and stuff like that, you would see kids riding around with one, sitting like, it would be like taped to the front of a bike. Or what a lot of kids would do is they would get a cassette deck like that and they would tie like a rope around the handle because the cassette deck was like this big and it had two ports that opened up and you could slide two cassettes into it, right? Then it had two speakers on the side and you would flip back and forth between whichever one you wanted. And that's how we used to make like mixtapes and shit back in the day, because you could record from one tape to the other. But what a lot of kids would do is they would take a rope and they would tie on each side of the handle, and then they would loop the rope and wear it like a one sling backpack, and we would ride around and shit with that thing strapped to our back. But like motherfuckers that were really serious about music had radio blasters, and it was basically a big ass cassette deck that was like this big. Or they were like bass blasters or something like that. It was a little before my time, but it was a big cassette deck that was probably 2.5, 3 feet wide. Bam, like that. It was like this tall, like 1.5 feet tall, and it was like that wide. You know what I mean? And like the speakers on it were this big around, and you'd see motherfuckers carrying these things around, just, you know what I mean? And going out to it's like having like a big Bluetooth speaker in your cell phone in one, but you're using a cassette instead. When you watch a lot of movies and stuff from the like the late 80s and early 90s, and it's like inner city movies, you'll see motherfuckers with those big ass radios up on their shoulder like that, and people would make straps for them and all kinds of shit.
folks were talking about how impressed they are with you and how well you're helping out.
It's good.
Yeah. Tommy and I went out riding the other day, and he told me a joke, and I thought about you. It's, oh shoot, I forgot it. Something about a clock. How do you...
Joel, it's pretty late and I gotta get up in a few hours.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna get out of your hair. Just, I want to show you something. Just give me 1 second.
I fucking hate Ellie in this game, dude.
Some folks call this thing here a guitar.
Funny.
You wanna hear something?
Okay.
Early on in the game, she's not so bad, but how she starts to treat Joel and stuff, it just...
Promise me that you won't laugh.
Don't laugh. I won't.
I'm trusting you. If I ever were to lose you, I'd surely lose myself. Everything I have found here, I'm not found by myself. Try and sometimes you'll succeed to make this man of me. All my stolen missing parts I've no need for any more. As I believe, and I believe as I can see our future days of you and me. There you go.
Well, that didn't suck.
I'll take what I can get. She's yours.
No. No. I don't know the first thing
I
about
promise
this.
that I teach you how to play.
You did.
So what do you say, tomorrow night, first lesson?
Deal.
Okay.
Do you remember the joke?
What is the downside to eating a clock? It's time consuming.
That's so dumb.
That's a good joke. Shut up.
Good night, kiddo.
Okay, really quick. This is my problem with Ellie in this game. She gets so butthurt and mad at Joel, like, everybody else from what? The world is already fucked. You know what I mean? Like, the world has already fallen apart. It's done. It's over with. You know what I mean? If let's say that this virus or whatever does come from the spores of mushrooms in this game, which means that they had to evolve to be able to infect humans. So what's to stop them from evolving once again? Fungi can usually evolve pretty quickly, I think, when it comes to evolutionary standards. Now, Joel has lost everybody for this girl. You know what I mean? He's given up everything. He's He was a lone ranger, wasn't a part of a community, was super like pessimistic, and the woman that he loved died. Well, the woman that he, like, I guess semi loved or whatever, died. And for the first time in a long time, and over 2 decades, he finally opens up to this girl. You know what I mean? Does everything that he can protect her. Do what a man is supposed to do. Become the provider, protector. And then he's just supposed to what? Watch her get cut up on a fucking table to save what? The world is already fucking destroyed. That would be like dropping a nuke on a building and then being like, hey, what the hell? Why are we staying here? Well, not exactly like that. I mean, there is no point to her sacrificing herself because there's nothing left to save. Humanity is done. It's over with. Nature has already taken over. There's nothing left to save. When you look at a story like this, nature won. Nature found a way. It reclaimed its territory back. We pissed it off enough to where it was like, fuck you, I'm done with you. Bam! It wiped everything out. Every single fucking city on the planet is destroyed. Every single major structure on the planet is uninhabitable, except for what little pockets and villages and stuff are left through humanity. Entire cities like Pittsburgh, San Diego, San Francisco, Los Angeles, Chicago, all these skyscrapers and stuff like that they're not even safe to be around because at any minute a building that's 120 stories high could come fucking collapsing down on you. And you know what I mean? There's nowhere to run. So even if you did start repopulating areas like this, they're incredibly unsafe. You know what I mean? Life is still going to find a way. So eventually it'll be a wrap. You know what I mean? We can find disinfectants and stuff like that to ensure that spores don't grow in certain areas. You can create biotech teams that go out and they eradicate this specific type of spore, and there are other ways that we can figure it out. We do stuff like that all the time. And I get it, maybe not on a grand scale like that, but go start out in the middle of nowhere. Let nature take its course in all these areas. Let nature consume places like San Francisco and Chicago and LA and Houston and Dallas and stuff like that, and go start in different areas. You know what I mean? Let that crumble. Let nature consume all of that, because here's the thing that I don't understand about zombies as a whole. The human body is only going to last for so long before it just decays and falls apart. You know what I mean? That's why in zombie movies, all you got to do is just stick it out for 6 months, because the human body isn't getting, when the zombie's like feeding on you, none of those nutrients are going to the body. The body is dead. It's like somebody with frostbite. That finger is dead. It just got to get removed. There's no, I mean, eventually just the skin will start falling off, the body will crumble apart, the brain will dry up and die. There's no moisture going to the body. There's no sustenance going to the body. I just camp out for 6 months, and all of these zombies, there might be one or two that are like a brain rolling around. But especially exposed to the elements like that, the human body is just going to fall apart. So if you just camp out in your house, the biggest thing that you would have to worry about is the Negans and the governors and people like that out there, raping or vaping and pillaging the planet, so to speak. So I don't understand what the big deal is. They're so hell-bent on finding a cure. For fucking what, dude? The Earth is already done. It's like civilization as you know it is kaput. It's time to start over. Start back at ground zero. There's no need to kill one girl for this, because no matter what you do, It already found a way one time. What are you going to do? Start killing other people to find a cure? That don't make no fucking sense. Why not? So she has the cure in her body. Why not ensure there's got to be other people out there like her? I mean, she's not the one. She's not fucking Neo. I guarantee that there are other people like her because she's the first step in an evolutionary process trying to combat the virus. So what I would do, and this is why I don't think I don't know that the subject that I was getting ready to go down. It's a very fiery subject. How do I say it? I feel like, how do I put this? Never mind. You know, I ain't trying to get in trouble. Basically, I don't think you don't really see homosexuality in like third world countries. Not because I think you only see it in like first world societies, and I think it has something to do with the comfortability of the brain. Like the brain is no longer on mate, feed, kill, repeat mode, and it converts to a different, it wires differently. So I don't think that it would be as prevalent in a society like this that's crumbling and decaying, and I don't know. I feel like you only see it in places that are more structured and safe, so to speak. I feel like when people are more in a primitive mindset, it's the brain is on mate, feed, kill, repeat mode. Mate, feed, kill, repeat. Mate, feed, kill, repeat. You know, so that's why you're into procreating and all that other crap. But I mean, that's a whole other thing for a different day. But I think that in a situation like this, especially with no distractions, with like no TV, no um, no like mainstream media, no cell phones, no like hanging out and fucking partying on Friday nights, no clubbing, none of those bullshit distractions. I feel like your brain would immediately revert back into not necessarily a caveman mindset, but a more primitive mindset, and the urge to have babies would be more like present. You know what I mean? Like all of a sudden she would be like, I want a baby, I want a baby. And then dudes would be like, I want babies, we want babies. And I'm not knocking either or. I'm just saying, no, like the 1800s. Like even in America in like the 1800s or earlier, like in the 1770s, when you look at societies that are more primitive, you don't see it as homosexuality as much as you do in a society, say like modern day LA or San Francisco or Chicago, uh, like a more like if you went over into, let's say, like South America or Africa or certain parts of like Mongolia and stuff like that, where you have like these smaller tribes and stuff like that are essentially like living off the land and stuff like that. I think it has a lot to do with how our brains are wired, and the setting in this game I think would wire a lot of people back to the whole mate, feed, kill, repeat mindset, where all there's no fucking cars, there's no sports teams, no TV, no soap opera. And that's what I'm talking about when it comes to that. Like society becomes more about like community and not like college and football teams and mowing the yard and all that stuff. It's like farming and making babies and hunting and fishing and farming and making babies and hunting and fishing, and you know what I mean? Like you revert back more to a primordial mindset. Like a cat, a domesticated cat. My cat fucking sleeping back there. You can see her. She's all fat and lazy.
Sorry, I totally
But-
overslept. Just give me a minute and I'll get dressed.
Let's say I were to put her out one day and we were to all leave for whatever reason and we couldn't come back. Within 2 weeks, that cat would be feral. She would be full-blown fucking feral.
Seth, wait.
And out hunting and all that other crap. Like her pigs do the same thing. When you drop a pig off out in the wild, a domesticated pig, within a couple of weeks, their attitude changes, their testosterone rises, their fur starts to become more prominent, their tusks, well, even if their tusks have been removed, I think they develop a secondary set of teeth that develop into tusks.
It's kind of fucked up you did that.
And I think the same thing would happen to humans, not necessarily where we revert back to being cavemen, but I think our mindsets and how our brains are hardwired on a mass scale like this would dramatically change. You wouldn't see women starving themselves to be on the cover of a magazine anymore. You know, it's... I don't know if what I'm wanting to say is coming out right. Because what my point is I think that her whole deal in this game, like her whole mindset would change when it came to being in a society like this.
Sure.
Like the whole ideology of this whiny, neurotic teenager didn't exist until like 100 years ago. Like this whole like lazy, like teenagers they like hit the stage where they're like lazy and they don't want to do anything and all they want to do is lay around and smoke weed and stuff like that. That kind of shit didn't really happen a couple 100 years ago. I mean, were younger kids wild and out of control? Yes, that's not what I'm saying. But over the past like 100 years, you notice that the ideology of a teenager that just sits up in his room smoking pot all day long, you know, playing fucking video games, not doing anything, not showering, not making his own food, and shit like that didn't happen. I mean, people were taught how to take care of themselves by the time they were fucking
Hey, is Joel up?
14 years old. They were fully grown adults.
That sucks.
And now you have people that are 35, 40, 45 years old still living at home with their parents and shit. That did not happen back then. Unless it was like a setting where the entire family lived under one roof. I know in East Indian culture, it's like that. Like if you visit a lot of East Indian families, even I think some Japanese families are like that as well, where the entire family will live under the one roof forever, and it's the house. Like even in when you see on shows like Game of Thrones and shit, House Stark and House Lannister and all that crap, it was all these people from one family living under one roof.
Which triggered Seth to call you a not so nice word.
Yep.
Then Joel decked him,
More of a push.
and then you got mad at Joel. That part confused me.
It was a strange night, man.
Sounds exciting. Sorry, I missed it.
No, I don't think income has anything to do with it. I think they're the way that's how families and stuff used to be back then. You know, entire families would live under. Fuck, there are some communities where the entire community would live under one roof, like the Viking. What they call them, Eyres or whatever, where the entire fucking community stayed in one giant lodge, and it was like a mobile lodge. They would take it with them. Native Americans were like that too. The whole fucking community would sleep in the same lodge. And then some Native Americans, you know, had a culture where they each had their own teepees, and then there was like one bigger teepee that was like a community gathering spot in the middle. And then they folded it all up, and they would go and they would move again.
Maria wants a word with you.
Where is she?
Diner.
Is this about Seth?
No clue.
Just tell her you never saw me.
Nope.
Where's your fucking loyalty?
Excuse me.
Hey, so... we're okay, right?
You and me? Yeah, of course.
If you think about it too, if you really truly think about it, I honestly think places like Mongolia and Africa would probably do the best in this type of a situation, because they're not reliant on modern technology. And the Amish, I think the Amish people wouldn't even know what's going on, because they're so cut off from like mainstream society.
Dina and I are done.
I know. It's just... I don't want you to think...
Ellie.
You know, like these people don't even know who Taylor Swift is and shit. And there are,
Thanks.
you know, groups of them right here in fucking Utah. And Minnesota and all these other places.
Hey, old timer. Yeah, get a good scratch.
Hey, Jesse.
Oh, hi. Want to grab some breakfast?
No. Where's Maria?
In the back.
Excuse me.
Ellie. There you are. Come here. Seth's got something he wants to say to you.
I don't want to hear what that bigot has to say.
Do it for me. Please.
I hate McDonald's.
Seth. Seth, come here.
That's because, dude, it's the quality of their food has gone so downhill in the past 15 years.
Look, last night...
Every time I eat McDonald's, I get sick as shit.
Sure.
I'm trying to say I'm sorry. Maria tells me that you and Dean are headed out. Made you some sandwiches.
Okay.
Your steak.
Thank you, Seth.
Yeah. Well, you be safe out there.
Yep.
I appreciate that.
What you got there?
Bigot sandwiches.
Smells good.
They're yours.
You sure?
If he was really truly a bigot, he wouldn't have apologized at all. If he really truly felt the way he felt and didn't mean what he said, he would have never apologized. He would have been like, fuck that, I stand by what I said.
Finders keepers.
And I think that's the mentality that I'm talking about right there. Like he, you know, you could tell the dude felt genuinely bad. We've all said shit in the heat of the moment in a fucking argument. And if, like, dude, you're in a bar. You're in a bar with people getting drunk and shit gets said that's in a heated moment. It's not a justification, but the fact that he was man enough to fucking stand up and look her right in the eye and apologize and present her with the gift and show her. I'm not saying that she has to forgive him, but to sit there and be like, you know what, fuck you, blah, blah, blah. Fuck, you know what I mean? Like, when. That's, dude, a lot of people said shit to me that was way worse than anything that he probably said to her. And like men, we both stood up afterwards. We shook hands. We said our apologies, and that was it. That was the end of it. But how she sits here and holds a fucking grudge about it.
For Tommy and Joel. These boys have been up for far too long.
Where do I meet them?
And she's like this, dude, through the entire fucking game. And that's the part that irritated me. She's just so whiny and yeah, yeah,
I was
yeah.
gonna check out the creek trails. I'll need someone else to cover it.
Ellie, you know the creek trails?
Not really.
Dina's done it a bunch. I'll have the two of them take it.
Well, that's all.
I mean, it's still a great game, don't get me wrong. I just feel like how they handled this story was...
Look, I don't know what's going on with you and Joel.
Maria,
Guy really cares about you. And I'm sure he didn't mean to.
we're fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Sorry to pry. Be safe.
Thanks.
Yo, Dina, assignments.
Just give me a minute.
We get your girlfriend to the stables, please.
Hey, Dina. Can I talk to you? Hey, guys! I'm tapping out.
Checkers the game? I mean, it's alright. I'd prefer to play chess.
Hey.
Hey. I just want to say sorry for running off last night.
Oh, it's okay. I totally get it. I felt bad.
Why?
To be honest, man, I don't really eat a lot of fast food. I really do try to stay away from it. I'm almost 40 years old.
It's fine.
Well, still, I just
And
don't want you to think.
No, I'm not reading.
when
any
you're
of
my
it.
age, dude, fast food is not really...
You know what I love about you?
It's like a
I love my
landmine.
sentences.
I only eat fast food if it's like an emergency and I have nothing else to eat.
Ow! What the fuck? I'm not even playing! Because you're a chicken? You're a chicken!
I hate this kid so much. You want to fuck him up? Yeah, I do.
You asked for it! You better run, you little shit! Holy shit! Get to cover! Go! Go! Oh! Gotcha! We're on the board, suckers! Oh, I'm coming for you, Tiny. Eat that. Ow! Damn! Arm on that kid. Oh, okay. I see you. Oh, you better hide. Miss me, na 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 na. You better run. You better run. Oh, suck it. Your parents don't love you. In your face. Eat snow. Dang it. Gotcha. I'm gonna come over there and fight you, like for real. Ow! I know where you live, Alex. Uh-huh. No! If you were not a child, I would pelt you. In the face! I see you! You suck. Ow! Who taught you that?
Bro!
Miss me.
Bro, what the hell?
God, my shirt. Yes. Oh, okay. Okay, okay.
What? That was...
Ow!
No! That was bullshit, dude. I'm not losing that trophy.
No. Get her! Help me!
Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Yeah.
Gotcha. We're on the board, suckers. Eat that. Ow! Damn. Arm on that kid. No fair. Oh, I'm coming for you, Tiny. Suck it. In your face. Yeah, you better run. You better run. Don't tell your mom. We're winning. Ha! I see you. Oh no, you got snow in your hair. Yes. Boom. I'm gonna pull a shit. Fight you, like for real. Fair. Eat it, shrimps. Hey. How's it feel? No. Get her. Help me. You'll never get away with this. Get off of her, you monsters. All right, we actually have some work to do. Scram.
Oh, I thought you were supposed to get a trophy for that.
Yep. Let's go.
That's stupid.
So, Jesse wants us to do the creek trails. He's gonna relieve Joel and Tommy.
Oh, that's nice he assigned us together. You're gonna like this route.
Morning, girls.
Morning.
Hey, ladies. I'll bring them in.
Thank you.
That's a good girl. Look who's here.
Thanks.
Ah, look who decided to join us.
Yeah.
One for you.
See, if I had to eat fast food, it probably would be Burger King or Carl's Jr.
Open it up.
Just because they have a higher quality of
Settle
food.
down, Joe.
But it still makes me
All right.
sick to my stomach when I eat it.
You all know the drill. Run your routes, mark your logbooks, clear any infected you see. You run into anything you can't handle, you come back. Be smart about it. All right. Get going.
Yeah.
I fucking hate chicken, dude. No Chick-fil-A, no Popeyes, no KFC. I can't stand chicken. I think it's gross. I'm going to. It makes me a full efficient killing machine. I am so strong. I would smash your head. I don't understand how the hell. Like, she is yoked. Like, yoked. Like, she's on steroids, dude. And my only theory is, this is my only theory, how she is so fucking big, is that her dad was a doctor and she had access to HGH or some sort of androstenedione or steroids or something.
You doing your teeth grinding thing?
But there's no way in hell that she got that big without something. I'm sorry, especially in it, like even in a society, like a modern day society. I don't see a woman getting that yoked. Like, she doesn't even have breasts. She has pecs.
Come on, this way.
And that was the biggest thing that I couldn't find believable about her, is that...
You sure you don't want to do this when the sun's out? And it's warmer?
No. Can't wait.
I mean, she's built like a brick shithouse.
You need to see it.
And even the men in this game aren't built like she is. Like, she's a fucking Terminator, dude. See, here we go. We're going to stick the needle in the arm, and then we're gonna yoke. We're gonna work out.
I feel like the farther south we go, the prettier it's gotten.
You want to keep going? And just drive all the way to Mexico?
I've thought about it.
You can see Manny's hometown.
Yeah, I don't see that living up to his stories somehow.
Yeah, no, probably not. You did all this in the dark?
Yes. Now come on.
We keep going like this, we're gonna be tired for today's trip.
It's not that far.
Hey, is Mel okay? She seemed out of it these past few days.
She'll be fine.
You stop being weird, you're freaking me out.
I'm not being weird.
Are you breaking up with Mel?
What? No. You wish.
I've had my fill. Thank you.
You're gonna have to run to make it.
You can do it, I can do it.
If you can do it, I can do it better.
Ouch. We can't all be as graceful as you.
Clearly.
What is that?
You'll be fine.
It's too high.
Come on. Hey, eyes on me. Abby, stop looking down.
Owen, do we have to go back this way?
Consider it an opportunity to work on your fears.
How about I work my foot up your ass?
Abby, stop flirting.
This it?
We made it.
Holy shit. It's a fucking city.
Yeah.
Have you told anyone else?
Wanted you to see it first. Saw an armed patrol go from town to an outpost over there. A few more outposts in between. They have electricity, guns. It's a lot of people.
We can figure it out.
Okay. Assuming he's in there, how do we get to him?
We can corner one of the patrols and get confirmation, and then, I don't know, maybe find a way to lure him out.
Yeah, okay. Sure, they'll be happy to offer that information up.
Well, then we make them.
You hear yourself?
Okay, what do you want to do? What is going on with you?
Mel's pregnant.
Oh. Okay.
It's not just that, though.
Should I say congrats?
Everyone else sees this, they're gonna want to turn back.
We can convince him, right? I fucking knew I couldn't count on you.
Abby, I want what you want, but not at any cost. Hey.
Don't.
See you back at the lodge.
Fuck.
Alright, there we go.
I don't give a fuck. I'll do the whole thing on my own.
I mean, I guess in a way, if you look at it, it's very realistic because of what happens to, you know who. And a lot of it probably is my own shit because I didn't really want it to happen and I was upset that it did happen. And I wanted to see the story grow further. I mean, after all, this is a fantasy. This isn't reality, but when you break it down, you know what I mean? It seemed, I don't know. It seemed forced, like the way that it happened just seemed like very like it only happened because girl power. You know what I mean? I'm sure that whatever group that she's a part of, they want to move on. They want to settle down. They want to just be happy and survive. But because of people like her, you know, they keep getting dragged into bullshit that they don't want to be a part of. You know what I mean? And that's why they're all sleeping out in the freezing ass cold right now. And because she keeps moving on. Or she won't move on. So they don't get an opportunity to settle down and build up defenses. Dude, what the hell? I'm sprinting. I mean, at least that's the way that I would look at it. But
Pregnant.
to sit there and say that I...
Shit. You alive?
See right here, the virus wouldn't even survive here. It wouldn't. I mean, they already confirmed that it was like a warmer climate thing. And it actually had to evolve.
Oh, shit.
To be able to sustain higher temperatures. To be able to live in the human body. So like this shit right here, it would be frozen solid. Frozen solid. It would not be walking around like that. It would not be moving around. That's the first thing I would do is I would, if it was something like that, I'd come up to an area like this, dude.
My shoulder. I need to get a view.
Look at that. Two perfectly good bikes. Brand new fucking bikes. Trust and believe I'd be using one of those. A creeper. You can use a creeper for a lot of shit. Storage containers, a ladder. Bro, like, why is a lot of this stuff here? Look, clothes for days. Paint. Cassettes. CDs. Radios, spray paint. I mean, there's a use for all this shit. Tools, perfectly good fucking tools. You know they've explored this area, so why wasn't all this shit packed up and brought back to wherever they're at? I personally don't care as long as they make good games. It don't bother me a bit. As long as they make good games. Look at that silverware, like they wouldn't pick up the silverware. Perfectly good furniture. Telling me they wouldn't snack any of this shit? Or snake any of this shit? Fucking shelving that you can assemble, disassemble, and reassemble. Those are damn good shelves right there. A tripod lamp. At the very least, you could use the tripod for something. Fuck, a gun, a camera, fireplace kit, chairs, a coffee pot, you know, dishes for days, a working fridge and oven.
This is a bad idea, Abby. Where's that lookout? Okay. It's gotta be close.
See, and why breaking the neck isn't going to do anything, because they're not. I don't understand how that works out either. Because wouldn't a zombie virus create a new neural net? Look at that helmet. That would be awesome. And, you know, a defensive outfit. Don't even matter. Especially if you've already got a civilization. If you didn't have the city set up, you know, fuck it, whatever. But, you know, like if you were out here just surviving on your own, I'd grab a couple of books. At least one. I mean, if you already had like that civilization set up, melt it down and make some jewelry. You know, make it feel a little more civilized. Like you already got a sled right there. You can drag a bunch of shit back on. Look at nice warm jackets, snowshoes. Why the fuck isn't she taking those snowshoes off the wall and putting them on?
That's how you do it.
Look, another perfectly good fucking bike.
Fuck, I'm so lost.
Another perfectly good ladder. More tools and shit. Acetone.
Shit.
Winnie, what's up? What the? Shoot! God damn!
Please let that be it. The weather's getting bad. Where's the road?
You're on the road, dummy.
Horse tracks. Where's the patrol?
What time is it? It's almost 10 o'clock. I'll probably wait till the end of this cutscene and then I'll hop off for the night, you guys.
Come on. This way.
Right behind you.
Do you miss being with him? With Jesse? No. We've been together for so long.
Look, Jesse's great. I love his parents. They will always be family, but we were just on autopilot.
Uh-huh.
Hey, how come we never talked about this stuff?
I don't know. It didn't feel... You never really talked to me about Kat.
Yeah, 'cause there isn't much to talk about.
Yow.
I got the impression that you didn't really like her.
I don't care about her one way or the other.
Okay.
No, I think she's a talented artist. I've grown to like that tattoo of yours.
Well, that's so big of you.
And I think she wasn't right for you.
Interesting.
I mean, they're gonna do it with every
Okay.
console that comes out. They're gonna do it with this one and the first one.
You can tie Shimmer up here. Hey. You want to see something spectacular?
You're gonna point at your face, aren't you?
Nothing is that spectacular.
Oh, brother.
Come on, stupid.
I don't like how, when they made this game, I don't like how dumb they made Joel. I don't think it was what happened to him that made me so mad. I think it's how they did it. And they're gonna do the same thing with Batman and Suicide Squad.
What do you think of this view, huh?
It's pretty nice.
Damn it.
This route has its perks.
Where do we sign in?
Come on.
Fuck. Who do you used to do this route with? Jesse?
Eugene.
Right. Oh, Eugene. Man, he was funny.
Oh, yeah. Plus, he taught me about rewiring electronics and stuff. May we all be that sharp at 73.
And we all make it to 73.
Through here. Sign us in.
What was this place?
It used to be a radio tower. No sign of infected. Or non-infected, for that matter. Sienna storm, a couple miles out.
Hey, I'm gonna guess this bong was Eugene's.
Huh? It's mine. He gave it to me.
Hey, do you have any on you, actually?
Oh, I wish. Eugene always had some on him.
I guarantee in a civilization like this, dude, dude, there would be so much pot everywhere. We'd go back to medieval times, dude. It would just be smoking and drinking. Smoking, drinking, smoking, drinking. Chad and Willie. Greg and Bonnie. So I'm guessing that Eugene passed away sometime over Christmas.
And there.
Oh. So, hold on, wait. Saw footprints, followed them to a small encampment, 2 adults and 1 child that needed medical attention. We'll be skipping the next lookout and taking them straight to town. All clear, all clear. 2 clickers by the gas station cleared them. Otherwise clear, all clear, all clear, all clear. Found a wild horse stuck in the ice, got it out, taking it back to camp, shipping the next lookout. All clear. 1 clicker in the basement of 2358 Mountain View, cleared it. Dead goat by Sunny Days Retirement, found 3 runners inside, cleared them. 1 runner along the main road, cleared it, all clear. Snow's pretty rough. Gonna camp here tonight.
Come here. Town up ahead's our last stop. Take a look.
There's the town. With the big tower thing?
Yep, that's where the next lookout is.
Ah, there's a ski lodge. That's the one on Tommy and Joel's route.
That's the one.
Yeah, I see that storm. Gonna have some good sledding tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
At a supermarket?
Yeah. We'll pass that on our way into town. Let's get back to the horses. Question. Were you wearing those same clothes yesterday?
They're clean.
No judgment.
It's patrol, you know. We're here to kill infected, not to look fancy.
Still look nice.
Thank you.
Hey, Japan.
I knew it, dude. Alright, guys. This is where I'm going to go ahead and end this. Tomorrow, I'll try to split my time evenly between this and Lords of the Fallen. I'm getting pretty close to Lords of the Fallen. So once I finish that, I'll probably hop into Prince of Persia and this right here. I'm going to platinum this game. There's only 26 platinums. So we'll work on that, and that'll be a part of the road to 50. But I want to thank everybody for stopping by tonight. You know, you guys could have been spending time anywhere else, but you chose to spend time over here and hang out, and I greatly appreciated that. So with that being said, I hope you guys all have an awesome and safe night, and I will catch you guys again tomorrow with more Lords of the Fallen, more Last of Us Part 2 Remastered, and hopefully I will get my Steam Deck OLED review video up. I'm kind of waiting for my original Steam Deck to get back so I can do a side-by-side comparison for you guys, but it hasn't even arrived to the dude that's supposed to fix it yet, and it's been like 10 days, so I don't know. We'll get it figured out. But with that being said, you guys have an awesome night, and I will catch you guys again tomorrow. Peace.